Hey Ash Army, it's Ash, and yes, I know a lot of you guys have clicked this because it is a college video, and this is a very fundamental thing because it's my last semester of my undergrad to receive my bachelor's, and I have learned a lot, and I have helped a lot of people, and I want to help more people while I'm in college so that, you know, while I have that like credibility of being actually in college. But today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to graduate on time. Now this video is for my incoming freshmen, and this video is for if you're behind track and you need to get back on track. So I'm just gonna help you and give you little tips and stuff and all that nature. So let's get started. Okay, so a little bit of history about myself. I graduated high school 2012, and I am graduating on time 2016, the 4 years. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people don't graduate on time, and it's actually like the norm for college. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own financial situations. Everybody has their own, like, you know, some people take off, yada, 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 all that stuff. So I'm not knocking that, but this is just, if you want to graduate on time, I'm going to tell you how to graduate on time. I have helped my friends actually get back on track to be graduating on time, even after switching a major. So I feel like I really can help you guys. So the first thing, when I first signed up for college, they told me, oh, it's your first semester. You only need to take 4 classes, which is 12 hours and all this stuff. And somebody told me, I will never forget what she said. No, you need to take 15 hours because if you don't start out taking your full 5 classes, which is 15 hours, you won't be on track. After she said that, I took 15 hours. So that's my first tip. Do not fall into the, oh, it's your first semester. Let me see how I can help you. You need to take it easy. Only take 4 classes. No, that's already starting you off on a bad path, you know what I mean? My next tip is take core classes, because a lot of people will end up changing their major. I personally didn't change my major, but my friend that I helped change her major. But she was good when she changed her major because she took her core classes. So take all your core classes in the beginning, because if you don't know what you want to do, get your core classes out the way so that when you have your major ready that you want to do set in stone, you don't have to worry about, oh dang, I gotta go back and take this, I gotta go back and take this. No, you already have those set. So are y'all following me? Take your full 5 classes. Know your major. By like your 3rd semester, you should know your major because you're gonna run out of core classes to take. So make sure you have all that down packed. Okay, my next step is sometimes people get behind because they fail their classes and do bad on their classes. Go to Rate My Professor. This is important. Go to Rate My Professor and pick your courses and your classes and the times you want them. Now, don't go off of, oh, I don't want an 8 a.m. I want to sleep in. Nobody got time for that. Yes, that's a nice preference or whatever, but if you're trying to stay on track and if you're trying to pass this class and all that stuff, I'd rather have an 8 a.m. with a good teacher rather than a really hard teacher just to sleep in a couple of hours. It's not worth that C. Like, we're trying to get A's, right? Trying to get our GPA, right? Trying to get on that dean's list. So this is how you need to do Rate My Professor. You don't do it off of your wants, you do it off of your need. And what we need is we need the best teachers. Then we do whatever is good timing for us and whatever day is. So, because I know in college nobody likes to take Friday classes and you can get away with it. But right now we're trying to graduate on time, and sometimes you have to suck it up. So what you're going to do is go to, our thing is called Wolf Watch, and that plans, like, that tells us all the classes we need, how many hours we already taken, how many classes we already took, all that stuff. So go to whatever that is for your school, find the classes that you need, then go to all the courses that are going to be offered that semester. So now you have the classes you need, you have the courses that are offered. Now when you're looking at the courses that are offered, look at all the teachers that are teaching it, okay? Then go to Rate My Professor and find whichever teacher is the best. Like, don't find a teacher like you're not just gonna learn anything or something like that, but we're not trying to get the hardest teacher. So what you do is you find the best teacher that's teaching that, then that's the class you take. And they teach it more than one time, then you can pick which time you want. But don't be like, oh, they don't teach the time I want, let me go to the hard teacher, maybe I'll do okay. No, we're trying to graduate on time, that's what you gotta do. My next thing, I have seen so many people get behind because of advisements. I know somebody with an advisor who was like, oh, I don't think you should take this too many hours. This is too much for you to be working and stuff. No, you know what you can do and you know what you can handle. So to me, don't listen to advisors. That's what I'm getting at. To me, come in with your schedule already planned. So do what I said about the Rate My Professor. Have your schedule already written out, have the teachers you want, the times you're written out, and just go in there and tell her just to check you off, basically. That's what I have did. An advisor has never planned my schedule, and I'm gonna try to graduate. I graduate in April, and that was the plan. That's my 4 years. Every freaking semester, because my first semester, I'm gonna tell you, I had the hardest class in my life, and I'm like, I had the worst teachers to me. And I'm like, I mean, they were cool, but they were like, it was some difficult teachers. So I'm like, oh no, I gotta do something about this. So that's when I found out about Rate My Professor, and I started making my own schedule. I started figuring out the courses I need, writing my plans, all that, who I need to take, all that. And I registered. As soon as my registration day hit, that midnight, I was there clicking the classes I need. And I stayed on my advisor to make sure that she take the hold off your account so you can register. Because if you're in college, everybody knows the reason you have to go to your advisor is so that she can check off on the stuff that you have written down, and if she takes the hold of your account, you can register. So I made sure I stayed on her about that so I don't have any registration problems whatsoever. So make sure y'all do that. So you need to be on top of that. And next step is to plan out your classes. Plan out your classes. So for instance, if you're in college now and you're like, dang, I don't know when I'm graduating. I don't know when I'm getting out of here. That's really crazy. Like what you need to do is you need to go to your thing, see what classes you need, look at the prereqs, because that's what's get people. They forget that you have to take classes prior to even a class on your list. So that's why you have to sit down one day and write down, okay, these are all my prereqs that I need to take. These are all my minor that I have to take to get into this class. You know what I'm saying? You have to write down everything. And when you do, after you do that, divide them up into semesters. I'm gonna take this semester, I'm gonna take this semester, I'm gonna take this and this the next semester. And you fool your schedule to a full thing. Now, like me, for instance, we took this freshman one-on-one class our first semester that didn't even go, right? So my last year, the year I'm in now, I had to take 18 hours, and that's 6 classes instead of the norm 15 hours. And everybody was like, oh, 18 hours is a lot. I don't care. I'm graduating on time. You just have to make yourself do it. I'm not about to stay another semester just to have one more class, you know? No, you have to, like, sometimes you have to up it one. So sometimes you have to take 6 classes. But then sometimes you just take 5. But I would not take 4. Like, I will always have my schedule, like, full. Now, next thing is, if you're behind, what I would suggest is just how I said in the tip before to write down your plans and stuff. My next thing is you have to take summer classes. A lot of people think, okay, I'm good this semester, I just keep going. No. If you get behind, you're gonna have to take summer classes. Sometimes you gotta take 3 classes. Whatever it is, you need to write it out. You need to see what's available in the summer so that you can perfectly even it out so that you graduate on time, or you graduate, you're not here all year. You're not here for years. Like, you don't want that. So yeah, that was that tip. But yes, that's pretty much my tips on how to graduate on time. Get in the classes you need, get the best classes you need by using your resources such as Rate My Professor. Stay on track of it, plan your own schedule. You take your schedule to your advisor. I hate when I see people say, oh my God, my advisor messed up my schedule. They screwed me over. I'm going to be here longer than No, sorry, I just got crazy because I hate when people do that. Plan your own schedule. You're grown. You're in college. It's not high school. Nobody's here to hold your hand. The advisor is here just to make sure when you plan your own schedule that you did it right. So you plan your schedule, you take it to them, and they check it off. And if they try to tell you, I'm telling you, because they're going to tell you, this happened to me all the time. Oh, are you sure? Because you work? No. I'm taking it. I know what I can handle. You just got to do stuff like that. Are you sure you want to take back-to-back classes in the same day? Yeah, I don't have a choice. I need those teachers. Like, that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking 4 classes straight from 11 to 5. Yeah, I could have split up and took someone the other day, but I needed those teachers. And I'm like, are you sure you can take 2 hard classes at the same time? Yeah. So don't get in there with a foggy mind. Like, you know your stuff. And I really think, I know my advisor wasn't like this, but I really think that, like, some people, like, some schools, like, they train to keep you in there a little longer because for the money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, so just follow these tips and to graduate on time. And if it's already passed, if you already know you're not graduating on time, this will help you stay on track to graduate, or even graduate earlier than what you have planned. So I hope this video has worked for you guys. And now I'm going to answer some questions that I have gotten. So make sure if you have any questions about college or any topics you want me to do, leave them below in the comments. So yeah, let's get to the question. Okay, so the first question is how to get good grades when you have a horrible professor. So in this case, just like how I just made this whole thing about it's really important that you pick the professor that's best for you, please, for future references, go to Rate My Professor and you choose your courses, you know? But sometimes we all have those classes where only the horrible professor teaches it, right? So how do you make good grades? My opinion, every day, if the class is hard for you, study. When a class is hard for me, I study each day. I go to the professor for help, because if you make a good relationship with the professor, honestly, it does help. I would go to class every day. I would write everything down. I would start teaching myself if I don't understand him, since he's hard. And honestly, I would just study a lot. Just really study a lot. Pace yourself. Don't cram all in the last minute. Break it up into pieces. So that's pretty much your overview. Okay, another question is how to study without being distracted. To me, I don't go to the library to study, honestly, because that's a very distracting place for me. For one, I don't want to walk all the way over there. I know that's lazy, but I don't want to go over there when I can just literally do it in my room. For two, the library is noisy. Like, a lot of people come now and it's like a social club. Like, it's noisy. So I don't like going to the upper level, none of that. I don't like doing that. So to me, going to the library is distracting in itself, because you start seeing your friends, and if you have a study session with your friends, you're just talking, right? So to me, the best way to study is by yourself. Like, I don't know if this is for everyone, but I have found that I get way more done by myself than with a group. And what I do is I don't lay in my bed, you know, reading note cards. I sit on the floor, I turn the TV off, I turn my phone off, like my phone's over there. I get me a snack and I sit there and I study and I do my note cards and all that stuff. So that's the way to do it without being distracted. You tell everybody to leave you alone and that you're unavailable for the moment. And the last question was how to get back on track if you had a horrible semester and your GPA dropped. That basically was this kind of video, how to graduate on time, was pretty much answering that question. You just have your plan, write your plan and write your goals, study every day. Don't let anybody discourage you or throw you off, because at the end of the day, you're what's best for you and you're gonna do what you need to do. So just to avoid having a horrible semester, try to follow those tips that I have. But if you're already stuck in that crunch, you're just gonna have to study each day. You're gonna have to plan it each day. You're gonna have to write everything down so you can stay on track. And honestly, if you study, my teacher taught me this, honestly, if you study 15 minutes a day of the material that you learned, you really, come test time, come the night before, you don't have to like cram it all in your head. It'll be right there. You'll just be reviewing it and stuff like that. Okay guys, so that's it. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to be a part of the Ash Army. And I hope you enjoyed this. I just want to help people and stuff like that. So yeah, bye guys.
Push.
Like real.
Because you didn't lean forward enough for me to really push you. You was kind of like already back into the couch.
Cause did you push me back in the couch?
No, you just kind of like fell back.
Okay,
So now you trying to say
Yeah, no, really,
no.
you suck.
I don't suck. He should have said mine was perfect.
Nah,
I'm playing my damn role.
Nah, but you suck. It's like your movements. Because a lot